My physique went from this to this. And in this video, I'll help the gym beginner whose dream body is not Ronnie Coleman's or some huge bodybuilders, but more like my physique, more like a Greek godlike body. First of all, I will have to disappoint you, my friend. You won't look like Ronnie Coleman or C-Bomb or any other bodybuilder with just touching a dumbbell once. You need to understand that you need to have elite genetics. You need to put all your focus into the gym. You need to have the perfect diet, the good structure, and steroids to become that big. So no matter how much you train, if you don't take steroids, you probably will not look like that if you don't have elite genetics. But even if you don't have the best genetics in the world, you don't need any special genetics. Going to the gym and building an aesthetic body, a Greek godlike body, will benefit you a lot in life, in a lot of different areas. I can promise you that. When we're talking aesthetics in Greek godlike physiques in men, we are talking about the so-called V-taper. You can see it on a man's back. The waist down here and then goes up like this with the back and shoulders. And there are 6 specific muscle groups we need to train if you want to really achieve that aesthetic V-taper like physique. And these are traps up here, abs, your 6-pack, your lats, it'll widen up your back, your upper chest up here, then we've got neck, and of course shoulders. These are the 6 most important muscle groups to build that V-taper and to build that aesthetic body. Now we'll later talk about the exercise you can do to build that really up. But this doesn't mean that we will only train these 6 muscles. Like your arms are incredibly important to give it a good sculptured look. Everything will look off place if you don't have trained everything else. If you just train shoulders, traps, abs and chest, but skip arms, forearms, legs, calves, the physique will look very unbalanced. And as we know, symmetry is one of the most attractive features in humans. Therefore, we will still train arms, still bicep, tricep, forearms, and we will still train legs. The only thing I'm saying is that these 6 muscles will really build up that V-taper. It will give you the most return on investment of your time. That's why we will train them really well. But the other muscles are also incredibly important. So let's begin with the exercises. So for traps, I would either do trap raises with a bar or with a pair of dumbbells. And it's really important that you take and pick a very light weight so you can really control it. Go up as fast as you can and you slowly go down. Hold it for a second or 2. Go up and slowly, really feel the burn. It will really burn like fire. That's how you know you're doing it right. The same thing goes for abs. I would do weighted sit-ups. That's what I do personally as well. You can do leg raises, either laying down on the floor or hang on a bar. This is really hard to overload the weight on those. That's why I prefer either using weighted sit-ups or doing a cable crunch. You basically take the bar and just go down on a cable machine. For the upper chest, I highly recommend incline bench press or incline dumbbell press. And you set the bench up, use a bench. When you have it flat like this, it's 0. Then you go 1 time up, you have 15 degrees, and then you have 30 degrees. And that is what I really recommend. It will both hit your upper chest, your front delt, and a little bit of lower chest. And it has really worked amazing for me. So it will work for you. Then for the back and lats, pull-ups are the best things to do. If you can do pull-ups, then do weighted pull-ups. It's absolutely the best thing you can do. And combine with pull-ups if you can do that. Do lats pull-downs. And do the same thing. Go up, go down fast, and then quite controlled back up. And then for the other part of the back, we will use cable rows or barbell rows. Cable rows or barbell rows, 2 of the best back exercises out there after the pull-up, of course. For neck, we will lay on a bench and we will just do neck curls. And here you need to be really careful, because if you're doing bad form, you're not doing it slowed and controlled, and if you're using too much weight, you can severely hurt your neck. And you will walk around like this the next day, or it hurts all the time. So really be careful and do a lot of sessions just without any weight. Just slow and controlled. And then slowly build up till you can do a little more weight. But the neck is also quite strong, so don't be afraid to put on a little more weight. But if you feel like it's too heavy, then please. It's better to train with too little weight than it is training with too much weight, especially when you're training neck. Then for the other muscles, we will just do basic exercises. Like for legs, we do squats. We will do Romanian deadlifts. We'll do hamstring curls. You know, it's basic leg exercises we know that work, and that still will build you aesthetic legs. For forearms, we do forearm curls, and of course, for bicep, normal bicep curls, either with a bar or with a pair of dumbbells. And we will of course train the tricep with either dips, because they are incredibly good for your tricep, but it will also build up your lower chest. If you want to get a specific workout that will build you an aesthetic physique, and you want to learn everything about the form so you don't injure yourself and get the best results, then check out the link in the description, because I'm right now doing and building an aesthetic body course that will teach skinny teenagers and skinny high school students how to build an aesthetic physique. And like I said, I have multiple workout routines in there that are made by me, that I know work, and I've explained every single form and technique of every exercise I have mentioned in those workout programs and how you can perform them the best possible way. So if you want to get faster progress, check out the link in the description, the first one. Also very important things if you want to build an aesthetic physique is the diet and of course how you train. So let's begin how you train. You need to train hard, really hard. You need to train like a monster. We basically want to break down our muscles, and the best way to do it is to train hard. But you still need to get the form right. So just going like crazy, but then having the wrong form will just injure yourself, making that you will need to stay out of the gym for a longer time, and it will be a big setback. So train hard, like an animal, but still have enough brains that you use good form. Then number 2, the diet. If you're watching this, I hope you're skinny, because that's what I'm perfect on. I was really skinny, and I know I can help you with that. In my program, I'm also teaching you how you can bulk up, but if you just don't want to buy it, what I recommend is go to a website called calculator.net. You can type in your body weight, height, and everything else, and it will calculate out how many calories you need to eat to gain weight and how many calories you need to maintain. So then you see, all right, I need 3,500 calories to gain 0.5 kilograms a week. And then you will start to eat that much. You can either track your calories with different tracker apps, or you can just start to think, okay, man, I just eat as much as I possibly can. What I really recommend is, if you're struggling to gain weight, do a bulking shake, do a calorie shake. Just get a mixer, buy a mixer if you don't have one. Buy some bananas, some milk, some protein powder, some peanut butter. And then you can mix a lot of different shakes that will make it a lot easier for you to gain weight. Thank you for watching, and see you around. Bye-bye!